Okay, here we are at part 5. We now know about the 4-fret exercise and how to practice basic formulas on the guitar, since we now know all the note names. This part of the book has some great content on how to critique one's own playing, and it will be split into several videos. Okay, let's take a look at the formula sheets. There are 462 different 7-note formulas, some familiar ones right here, and there are 330 different 8-note formulas. Some 7-note formulas are modes of other 7-note formulas, and some 8-note formulas are modes of other 8-note formulas. And you may ask yourself, how the hell will I remember all this? How will I even have the time? Speaking of time, what about rhythmic content? I think you start to see the vastness of developing your own operative system. But here's the trick. To not remember a single formula's location anywhere on a neck. Instead, anytime that access to a formula is needed, it is searched for by note name or function, as we already have done, as if for the first time, regardless of how many times it has been searched for before. And actively searching for any one formula makes the search for any other formula that much easier. What makes complete access to all 2048 formulas possible is that it isn't necessary to memorize them. Instead, one continues the practice of searching for them in all 12 keys all over the neck, increasing one's skill in finding all formulas in the process. We're starting to think more like mathematicians, but with the guitar. As soon as you know the formula, start improvising. Don't be like practicing up and down, stuff like that. As soon as you get the available notes under your fingers, make music. This is really important. We don't focus on technique, we focus more on creativity and making actual music. Some of the material will automatically become patternized relatively quickly based on how fast one learns and integrates new knowledge. But if old habits persistently turn formulas into patterns, identify each note by name or function. Familiarity breeds composition. Not part of our exercise, at least for now. And the practice of searching improves the skill of finding. The practice of pattern playing improves the skill of playing, guess what? Patterns, of course. So, here's 2 things I want you to do if you haven't already. Get a recording device. Something with a forward and rewinding function. A smartphone is okay. Or a looping pedal. I personally like the Boss RC3. I use it every day. Get something that can record you playing so that you can listen back to it objectively. Second, get a metronome, something with a click that's not too loud or sonically irritating. Otherwise you and your friends, family, loved ones, and our neighbors will quickly be driven insane or more insane. And it's hard to overstate how important these 2 items are for this kind of practicing. Now you choose a moderate tempo on the metronome and you start recording. Now, using only the notes of the aforementioned randomly chosen formula, 1, flat 2, 3, 5, and flat 7, in the aforementioned randomly chosen 4-fret zone, frets 7, 8, 9, 10. Start improvising melodically. That's one note at a time. No harmony for now. Just one single note at a time. And you take a solo, choose a rhythmic feel. It could be a triplet feel, quarter note feel, 8-note feel, but be persistent with your subdivision. Start improvising using only the notes available within the 4 frets we chose, as if they were the only notes on the guitar. Play slowly enough to not make any mistakes. And in this case, meaning playing notes other than those in the formula or notes outside of the zone. Don't just throw your hand down. Look at your hand. Focus your mind. And don't just throw down your hands by habit. Instead, you vocalize the actual notes and functions being played. Remember, this is an exercise of control and accuracy, not speed. Speed is built from accuracy, not the other way around. Remember that. And every note matters. No note is more important than the other. They're all equally important. Within the given limitations, try to make as much music as you can. Like a half minute, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. But keep your concentration. Figure out the right notes while playing in time, either by note name or function. You can do one take with the note names and the subsequent take with the function, or vice versa. Then a take where you maybe combine the two. This is the concept. The search is always happening in the moment, with all your musical powers brought into play to make the search sound as good as it possibly can within the limitations of this tonal formula and guitar solo. So yeah, take a solo while recording it, listen back, and I'll see you in the next video.